Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube how you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyzEntertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by our very special guest, InkSpots. What's up?
Hello, everybody! What's going on?
Watch out, everyone with headphones.
Well, you're turned way up, so you can hear everything too much.
Well, that's true, too. Welcome, Mananui. Hello, hello. And then, how come it's not showing?
Indie Wrestling Aces, what's up, man?
Yeah, hello. Indie Wrestling.
Matanui. It says Ribbit. Yeah, there's a lot of frogs around here in Comicsgate. Yo.
Yeah, that's for sure.
What's cool about our frog is that it's not, like, I thought that Frog G, who this came from, was inspired by EBS, and he never was. His frog logo has to do with his time in the Navy, I believe. So, it didn't even come from that. It's really cool.
Is that right? Sweet.
That's right. So, yeah.
Awesome. My gosh, is this your first time on my channel? Or have you been on it?
This is my first time. You never invite me. I feel left out. The other day I was sitting in my closet in my underwear, slathering myself with pudding, chocolate pudding, not vanilla pudding, chocolate pudding, because I wanted to feel inclusive, and just thinking I'm never allowed on WyzGyz's show. I don't know why.
I think it's honestly because you're just so in demand and popular that you didn't have the time to give the time of day to a little channel like mine.
I think it's true. Someone asked me on their channel at least once every 2 or 3 years, so I'm pretty busy with scheduling.
Well, you're so busy on all these different projects, doing all this coloring and stuff,
Yeah, I'm doing covers, doing interiors. Now we got our own thing going on. Very fun.
That's pretty epic.
I feel epic, yeah.
Martin knew he's like, what in the... prepared to be astounded and confused.
Yeah, he's just trying to figure out why not vanilla.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to be so one-sided as to only go with chocolate, that's kind of bigoted.
Yeah, I understand.
Like,
what was that? They used to have that butterscotch one, too. I'm not sure what that represents, but maybe I should have went with butterscotch. Then I'd be right in the middle there.
I think that's the Swedes.
The Swedes spot?
the Swedes and the Vikings, I think, are...
They're like the butterscotch, yeah.
Yep. And isn't there like a lemon for the Asians?
Dude, I love lemon stuff, but I don't have any Asian in me. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm Mexican and German, so.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a good mix. Like, my grandmother came straight from Germany, my grandfather came straight from Mexico, and then my father was Mexican, but I somehow turned out all white, so my grandmother's German genes must have been more stronger than all the Mexican genes.
I guess. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah. And it's funny because we're all like, some of us are brown and some of us are white. That's just how we came out, man.
Okay. All right. So you're not the only one who came out white.
No, my sister did too. We're both pale, and then my brothers are darker, and then the rest of my family is pretty much all brown, straight from Mexico. So,
okay.
Make all the good food. My grandmother was German, and she learned how to cook the bomb Mexican food from my great-grandmother who lived in Mexico. And she lived in a house that was like a mansion, but had no indoor plumbing. So,
wow.
Kind of crazy. Yeah.
You ever get a chance to visit her?
I did. She lived till 104, and she passed away.
Damn.
That was my great-grandmother, yes. And then I had another great-grandmother that lived to 106, I think. That was my great-great-grandmother. And she would tell us when I was very little, because she died when I was little, when I was very little, she would tell us stories about shooting Indians off the front porch. Yeah, because her dad owned a trading post. So, yeah, just crazy stuff, man. Some people live a long time.
that would be Native Americans, not East Indians.
Yeah. I don't know how they would. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was probably some of them over here too, but I don't know. You trying to get me all controversial up in here, WyzGyz? I used to think your name was WyzGyz.
Many do. It's not too surprising. Yeah, so this, finally got InkSpots on my channel.
You made it now.
Oh man, I'm just blessed. I'm kind of speechless, to be honest, because
Are we at 15K yet?
Nah, we haven't even showed it yet.
15 minutes late, you haven't even shown the campaign yet.
Yeah.
Jason Bascom.
I just came from the gym. Just staring at nice little booty all day.
Wait, what, huh?
Chicks, WyzGyz.
Ah! Clarify.
Chicks. Ladies.
Oh,
The
okay.
women.
So that's what you spend all your time doing? Staring
I don't work out. What are you, crazy? I just linger and creep.
They're like, "Are you staring at my ass?" And
I'm
he's
like, "Yes."
"No, I'm blind."
I'm like, this is just how we shake hands.
Yeah, he's just looking for Braille.
Yeah. I'm trying to read the Braille on how to do these machines. I'm terribly sorry. Can't help it. I'm blind. What's going on? What do we do? What do we do so far?
Like, had I known that, I would have changed into my Braille bra.
Braille bra. Most breasts are Braille.
They are. They're already Braille.
Yeah, they're pre-Braille.
Pre-bumpy.
God's Braille.
Yep.
God's Braille.
It's God's Braille to the world.
Just 2 bumps.
2 bumps.
What do they say? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Who do we got? Who we got in the chat?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We got
ED Wrestling Aces and Matanui.
What's up, Ace? What's up, Mata?
Matanui.
Well,
Matanui.
I'm gonna go see if Hockey's in Discord and yell at him.
Why?
Because he should be watching.
Oh,
He's got nothing better to do. What are you talking about?
He's in Australia. He's too busy swatting bugs and killing snakes. Trying not to get eaten by a saltwater crocodile.
Okay, all right. You got me there. So, Jason's already been through the ringer on this. So, with this being your, let's see, Matanui says, "Who's talking to me?" That would be Mr. Jason.
Okay, I'm back. I was saying hi. I was saying hi to mine anyway.
So, yeah, Jason's saying hi. So Jason's been through the ringer before. Now it's your turn, InkSpots.
All right.
For a new guest to my channel, I basically asked them to complete all the puzzles on the $100,000 pyramid and answer every one of the questions asked.
Sounds easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If you get one wrong, you become gay.
Yeah.
With Stop it.
With the other
Sailor.
gay prompts. Yeah. So basically, let's get to know Mr. InkSpots. I'd love to know your origin story.
So starts with a sperm and an egg.
Well, not that origin.
Oh, okay.
He was fighting to survive. To be first in line.
I said that ink is mine.
You can tell we can write because we just rhymed all that.
Oh man,
On accident too.
that wasn't on accident. That was like sheer
Pure poetry,
genius.
pal.
Natural genius. You're gonna release an album tomorrow.
Yes.
No. So, what is your quote unquote origin story? What were the what kinds of things were you into when you were younger? Was it cartoons, movies, toys, cartoons? And what were the major milestones in your career that led you down this path to become an independent creator and contributor? Oh, welcome, Hockey.
Hockey.
So,
Yeah.
I am here, Jason. Now what?
you're welcome.
Yeah, when I was younger, of course. Whoa, I'm echoing.
No, you're fine now.
Oh, I'm fine now.
That was weird.
When I was younger, of course, I was into Ninja Turtles, video games. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all that cool video game stuff was just starting to go on. I didn't really get into. I read comics, but I didn't really get into them till I was probably between like 8 and 10 years old. Oh, it looks like every time you share a comment, we echo. That's strange.
All right, put a comment up. Let's find
Hello?
out. Hello?
No?
No?
What did it?
What's in it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Something's up.
Something's up. It is echoing. So weird. Well, you don't have headphones on, do you, Wise?
No, I don't. I don't have headphones.
Okay,
okay.
that's wise because sometimes it'll pick up our audio and it'll give it a little feedback, but it only happens sporadically. So.
All right, no problem.
No big deal.
So around that time, my grandfather started bringing me big stacks of comic books. And that was like, I hadn't seen my grandfather in a lot of years, and he started coming out to Arizona, and he would bring me these big stacks of comic books as a way to like bond with me. And so that's when I really got into comic books, really hardcore. I just always was, I had so many comic books. My room was stacked with them. And so that lasted until, high school. Then you notice, as we were talking, boobs, Braille.
Boobs.
And girls and
Butts.
things like that, and so right up to the end of high school, right at the end, like I would say, my last year of high school is when I got back into comic books, started reading them really heavy, and then I kind of learned like, oh, I might be able to do this for a living, because you could see guys like Trent Kanuga and stuff doing it in the pages of Wizard magazine. You could see him in high school. They shot that whole photo shoot of him in there, doing that and everything. So when I got out of the house, I went to community college because I couldn't afford to go to art school, which seems like a good thing now. Back then, I was very sad that I couldn't go to art school. But I went to community college. I took some art courses. Real life happened, and I ended up, in a place where I really needed to go get a regular job. And so then I started working. My first job was at like 15 years old. I fudged my age, told them I was 18, and I went to work. And I never gave up on a career in like illustration or anything. So for about 20 years, I tried to get into actually the children's book illustration market, because I was told you can make a lot of money there, which is true, but you can't get in the door. It's another really gate-kept corner of the art world. Like, you're not going to get in there unless if you're female, like, your odds go up like 90%, and then if you're gay, your odds go up 95%, and if you're trans, you're probably just straight in the door to write children's books and draw for them. So I was actually...
You declared yourself all three?
Yeah, I tried, but they didn't believe me. Because I always came to work with boob on my face, so
yeah.
No
it was
one
his voice was the only thing that they really were like, oh, okay.
The voice almost got me through the door. Anyway, I was about to give up on art because I had been freelancing and working a full-time job for like over 20 years. I had some success. I did a couple of trade books. I had some success in like marketing, doing images that would go on pot holders and things like that. But it really wasn't what I wanted to do until one day I saw I would follow EVS on YouTube. And he talked about Comicsgate and how I remember him, like, he used to do just like art reviews and go and buy art supplies, and I would watch him do that. Then one day he said he was Comicsgate, and I started paying attention to what was going on, and he put out a picture of his character Rainbow Brute, and I said, oh, I color that up. So I colored it up, not even thinking about. I don't even think I really understood how Twitter worked or anything. I just colored it up and threw it out there, and I tagged him in it, which at the time I didn't know about tagging or anything. I just put his name in there, and he ended up seeing it, and he retweeted it, said he liked it, and so I ended up doing a couple of Rainbow Brute pieces, and next thing I know, everything just kind of took off. I think I got 400 new followers on Twitter, like, overnight, and then just, like, really blew up. And so... yeah, that's how I got my start. That's the whole long, boring story, WyzGyz.
Long and boring? Not at all. So, he was showing off Rainbow Brute in the early years?
Yeah, he had drawn... I can probably... Let me...
I must have missed that because...
Let me bring it up. Like, I think it might have been the first... picture of Rainbow Brute that he ever did.
Wow, because when I was watching...
Oh, this is just Photoshop opening up.
Yeah, that's Photoshop.
You're like, did you do that? No. It would have been better.
Oh.
Let me find it. I'll keep... So yeah, he put out a couple pitches, like at the same time he put out like Bro White and the 7 Biatches. Remember that? Right. Yeah, he was throwing those out there, and let's see, early page. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember him getting into that until maybe.
Yeah, it was a little bit down the road,
months or a year later or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I started watching them was late 2019, and he was doing the Star Wars
2018. That's when this came out.
Wow,
so,
really? 2018.
Yep, and so this was the first. This is the first thing I ever colored, and I wasn't really a colorist, but he started calling me a colorist, and so it just kind of stuck, and then. I said, all right, if I'm a colorist, I'm going to go ahead and keep coloring. And so then he put out another picture of Rainbow the Brute. And that is the one, let's see, Rainbow the Brute 2. This is the one that really set me...
Oh, man, yeah, that one.
That's the one that made me, kind of got me out there. And everybody saw my stuff. Right after I put this out, a little while after that, I believe I got the cash grab gig. And then I was on my way.
Damn.
So,
Cinderella story.
So I started with fan art. Yeah, I really got in with fan art of EVS, just coloring his stuff.
Yeah. 2 images and you made it to cash grab.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, they didn't anticipate cash grab to blow up the way it did.
Yeah, when I signed on to cash grab, in my brain, I'm going, this isn't maybe like 20,000 or something, and then it went up. What did it go to? 260,000 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because I quoted him a really low rate to color it and everything, and kicking yourself later, but hindsight.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's really how I got started in Comicsgate, with just EVS. So.
Well, also as an unknown, I mean, you like now you can obviously quote what you're worth, but back then you probably couldn't. Nobody knew who you were, so yeah.
No, I had done a lot of like children's book stuff, right. Just like regular like stuff that you never really look at who the artist is. Like you don't look at your pot holder with a chicken on it and go, "I'm gonna look this guy up."
This guy needs some great chickens.
This guy made a rooster.
That's a rooster. That's a great cock.
That was I did a pot holder with a rooster on it, and that was one of the most well-paying things I ever did.
Really?
I think I made like $18,000 on it. But I was never able to like repeat my success with that. So, yeah.
Wow! Holy cow!
Yeah, it's repeat patterns, and I have a friend who actually does that for Chico's clothing company.
Yeah, you make a lot of money doing that sort of work. So, if
So
you can, yeah.
How did you hear about it, or did they reach out to you?
No, I always research. I'm always doing my homework. I'm always learning new things, and I was looking like how right before I was about ready to quit. I'm like, how I got to make money doing this because I'm killing myself in the day job. It's like hard labor, and so I was looking for a way to make money in the art world, and then that's just kind of I just happened upon it, and I got lucky that my first little round of stuff actually sold an image that was actually did pretty well. And like I said, I could never repeat that success because it was hard to follow the trends because that's what you really got to do a lot of research, follow the trends, and you have to know what women want, WyzGyz, and we all know how hard that is to predict. So
yeah. Yeah, it's a constant keeping up with the industry and like what's because that changes like monthly. It's actually seasonal, but it changes almost monthly though.
The colors are trending, the different styles and patterns. Like maybe one year everything is about Asian designs, and then the next year it's country chic or something. So that stuff changes every season,
constantly,
and you gotta keep up with it and try to produce images that are what's selling at that point. And it's kind of like making YouTube videos.
You gotta stay ahead of the curve, really.
Yep. You gotta follow the trends. Yep. Because if you spend a whole year working on what people are buying the year that you're in, next year that's going to change, and no one's going to want the designs you spent a whole year working on the following year. So you got to be ahead of the curve. So,
then you also have to be efficient in your art as well in order to stay up with something like that.
Yeah.
Did you go to any formal schools to learn this, or are you self-taught?
I am mostly self-taught. I only went to like a junior college. That was it. So.
And you do everything using Photoshop?
I can do. Actually, when I started out, I was all traditional watercolors, and so then I ended up going to Photoshop because it was faster. So. And then I learned all of that online through courses from Schoolism and SBS Learn, places like that. That's what I would recommend for any young person because you're getting a lot of those guys have been to like the School of Visual Arts and stuff. They've taken all the courses, so now they have their own courses online that you can just go and not have to pay $150,000 to get an education. You can just pay a few hundred and learn the same thing. So, yeah.
That's a good idea. And when you were teaching yourself, I mean, did you decide to put a lot of your focus on coloring specifically, especially as you became more well known for coloring?
No, not at all. Actually, I just sort of. It's just something like art can be broke up into many things, draftsmanship, and the different skills, like using different materials. I just happen to be good at coloring. It just, I liked how certain artists made their colors pop, and I just tried to learn how they did that. I just happened to have a natural pull towards that area. So I'd never planned on being a colorist at all. I always just considered myself a painter or just an artist, but colorist is just kind of what happened.
Well, yeah, it's also because, like you said, he got hired for cash grab and all this stuff, but they didn't realize that ink can actually draw. He's an illustrator also. He's a man of many talents and many weight. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. And Jason, I know, is giving you a hard time earlier, and everyone knows you as like a superstar in CG. But since you're here, Who are you? And what
You
does
talking
your
about
daddy
me?
do? Yeah.
InkSpots is the superstar, man. I'm just a pleb. I'm a lowly little old pleb that did a little black and white book. You know, I don't have
Not just
Cecil
any,
money.
not just any old black and white book. Absolute.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, that one. 1 and 2. Yeah, I came in with Frege actually 3 years ago this month. I came in with Frege 2019, October 2019. I started watching him, and he would drop links in chats, and me, Christopher John, Luke, Lord Crackhead. I can name a handful of people from that. Pedro. We all started hanging out there, and that's where a lot of us met. And I would go on Frege's stream, and what I liked about that is Frege's a big dude, but he didn't care who you were. He just let you come in, you hang out because you like comics and art. So yeah. So then I already had Absolute 1 almost done pretty much. Actually, I was going to do it in as a 4 or 5 part mini through like Image or Dark Horse or something. But I noticed everything that's going on in comics were, that they were going by just the SJW type. I didn't know it was SJW. I just knew it was something was wrong with it. Right. And and then I was like, oh, Frege was talking about Comicsgate, because I never followed Ethan really. I caught his one video about how to trim a 2-page spread. That was it. I knew Ethan from Cyberfrog, but I didn't know he even was on Green Lantern. But I knew Frege. So yeah, but once Frege started talking about Comicsgate, I looked into it. I like Inks that you do a little research. You don't go to Wikipedia. You actually listen to streams, listen to people. You investigate a little easier, and you find out what it really is. And so I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. In my local comic shop, he even said you should go on Indiegogo or Kickstarter and do your comic there. And I was like, yeah, maybe. And I still wanted to go through to get my thing in shops. I wanted to go through Dark Horse or Image, mainly Image, because Ink and I, we all grew up in the '90s Image era almost. So
Yeah.
So that was like, oh, I could be in the same company that has Todd McFarlane. That's dope. But and then like I said, everything was happening, and like everybody back then was like, if you have a book, launch it now, do it now, while you can. I was like, all right, I'll do it now. And so I did a pre-launch for like a month. I didn't know you could go longer, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a month. And then I got on Frege's stream. I even messaged him. I was like, hey man, can I come on sometime? I launched my book, and I was wondering if I could come on. He's like, you launched your book? Like he didn't even know, so he had me on. And then, then that all happened. And then I ended up coming on your show after a while, pretty much like a week before it was going to end. And it got funded. Book 1 got funded on your show, which was always grateful for. And then after that, people started getting the books. Once they got the books, they were like, oh, this is kind of cool. And, Crackhead would talk about me through chats, and Leroy and like all those guys. And I would start just intermingling with chat and just talking to everybody and having a good time. And then once 2 came around, people kind of knew who I was, so it started to just do pretty well for, just me. It was me on book 1 completely, except for Shay doing the edits. The second one, I wanted to hire some more people, and that's where InkSpots and I first, did a piece together. InkSpots and I met before, we were, hanging out while Absolute 2 was in production. Yeah. But, but when I was doing things, I was like, okay, I definitely want to get top tier talent on this one. Last one, I had Frege do a trading card, and he just volunteered it. He's like, y'all do your trading card. I'm like, dude, you're awesome. And my brain exploded because, I was like, Dan Frege, little 12-year-old me was like, yeah, Giddy is a schoolgirl. But, and then I was like, in my second campaign, I wanted to get some great talent. And I was like, I kind of know some really talented people. So I got Christopher John, I got Luke, I got Plagle. To draw trading cards for me, and I colored those ones. And then for the ones that got backed, for the ones that were the affected tier, people backed. Frog G had backed one, and then Nefarious backed one. And I wanted to work with some great colorists on those. And so I hired InkSpots for the Frog G one, because I like his style. We both are influenced by a lot of the same people in a way. We like that gritty, type feel, and that traditional look to things. And I also wanted. I mean, come on, if I could work with Matt Yackey, I want to work with Matt Yackey. So I was like, that's Matt Yackey. Yeah. So the second campaign, I actually had more people on to help me out, and it did very well. But that's where, and then Frog G obviously came from that, because the mod himself backed it, and everybody just demanded it. It developed from the chat. That was nowhere near in InkSpots or my plans. We were not intending on a Frog book to happen at all. So we were just going to do Absolute Samurai Priest, he was going to do Metal Mayhem Rock Boy. But the fans were like, this looks awesome. We want this. And we're not going to deny the fans something that they want. And Ink has been doing some great research and like developing the story and the plot lines. And it's a great collaboration. But that's the story of like pretty much how all that got to be. Like there really wouldn't be a Frog G book if Frog G hadn't backed it, because we were going to do our own IPs, like our own main IPs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was already getting like 6 pages in on Metal Mayhem Rock Boy at the time, and I'm glad that I actually didn't do that, because I had gone towards a different style, and now that whenever it does happen, it's gonna be a completely different style, something I like better. So yeah, I'm glad that.
Oh, okay.
And this has been such a success. I mean, you know, guys like Jason and I that grew up in the 90s, we always wanted to make comics, and now we are. You know, we're just older.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, but at the same time, that's good though, because our skills are more refined. You know, like 10 years ago, I definitely wasn't ready. You know, I mean, you could tell I was still developing. You could go back, and I talked about this book. Nefarious asks about it when I'm on. That I had another book. It's called Cannibal Detective. It's on Comixology. So if you go look at that, you can see it's there, but I'm still like finding my voice. So I didn't fully develop everything. So maybe my style was there, but I didn't put it in absolute one. I kind of was trying to still go comic style, and I eventually just went, you know what? I'm just gonna go do whatever I do, and it slowly veered into what I normally do. But so our skill set is a lot more honed and fine-tuned now, and it's still getting stronger and better though. Like, you know, every day we do new things and try new methods, and you know, we grow. But I think we're I mean, our book is, I'd put it up against any of the big two. I'll take the Pepsi challenge, you know, and people will pick us. So
yeah, our analytics says that we're selling for every 10 people that look at our book, we're selling a book. So
that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mata, I think you're thinking of Joe Frago.
Yeah, Joe Frago was another one. Yeah.
I think Frog G's always been Frog G.
Frog G's always been Frog G. Joe Frago has had a couple different names. But yeah.
Joanna Frago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Frog G, I mean, he's everywhere, man. I mean, he's in like almost every chat that there is. He's modded in maybe 98% of them. So, and the ones that he's not, he honestly doesn't mind. He's like, he even says, it's like, it's nice to just take a step back and just talk with the chat rather than
it is.
Yeah. So it's like a weekend off. You know what I mean?
I mean, and it's a super unique story. I mean, a character born from someone who's a moderator in the chat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
And a fan and a backer of another project.
Yeah. Like, it never intended on making a book, ever. Yeah. Like, he never thought about it, just wasn't on his mind. He just likes comics and he likes to read comics. And it's just all came because fans demanded it. There was a demand for this. So we gave them what they wanted. And
yeah, it's all organic, too. It is really exciting to see it all unfold.
Yeah, it's
hey, Mad Ruth.
Yeah, Mad Ruth has a book out now. It's pretty dope. People should check it out. But yeah, it's I mean, in a way, it's a kind of CG lore. I mean, like that September 17th was Frog G Day. Like it was all over Twitter. It was insanity. Like my feed was just a complete wall of Frog G.
We owned our launch day. It was ours.
Yeah, we did, dude.
It was wallpapering Twitter. People were following us. We had a solid schedule of shows to do. I'm very proud of launch day because we didn't have to get any help. We had help from the fans, of course, and from the show, but we put it all together ourselves. We didn't need anybody to push us. We pushed ourselves, and we were able to get ourselves over that hump really fast. And I think it surprised all of us a lot, but it was awesome. Yeah, it was an awesome day. It was one of the best days. So
well, also we kind of did it right. Like and like just like Joe Sontag with Reaper Destroyer, how like he kept pushing it out there, putting things out there, tweeting, like constantly having being in the eye of everybody. That's what we did with Frog G. We would just do promo artwork, just to do promo artwork. Like it wasn't for the book. It wasn't really for anything. We just did it to do it. So, and we would put out, hey, Operation Wrench. We didn't have a name yet. We're just Operation Wrench. No sign-up page, no nothing. And that was building the hype. I even did a promo video for it, like a year before the pre-launch came out. So
yeah, we hadn't decided to even call it Frog G or anything.
Yeah, we were gonna. Yeah, we had no idea what we were doing. So we had the hype build up. And that's if you're gonna launch like this, and this is a first book. This might be my third, but this is a first book of this IP. So people are still hesitant. But if you want to launch a first book, first off, get known in the chats. Obviously, intermingle. Yeah, build your channel as much as you can. It's really hard to do these days, but if you can do it, do it. But get known in the chats, let people know you. But also build up the hype of your campaign. You know, like get that. Get the water cooler buzz going, and people would be like people were psyched. People I didn't even know. 80s Made, the first time I was ever in 80s Made's chat, he was talking about, I'm psyched for Frog G. I was like, dude, I didn't even meet 80s Made ever. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, so 80s Made is a great channel. Everybody should go follow it. I really like it. Yeah, so it's just crazy because we were doing all the work ahead of time. It paid off on launch day, and it was just so much fun, as grueling and tiring as it was. It was insanely fun.
We had put in all that work, and we had no idea if it was going to pay off or not. Yeah. I was completely... Jason wasn't. I was completely worried, like, man, we're only going to make, like, $1,100 or something.
Yeah, that's how worried he was. Like, we'll make more than $1,100. Yeah.
And we funded in 4 hours, so I was like, whoa.
We would have funded in less time, I think, if... Like, we hadn't have taken a break in between the streams. If we launched right into the next stream or something, it probably would have been 3 hours. So,
and we funded, we almost funded on Shay's channel, and then we funded on Death Metal Heroes channel. Which was really awesome, because they're all our friends. And it's a lot. We did a lot. We're friends with a lot of people in Comicsgate, and it just... it was awesome. Because we had them work on our campaigns, on their channels, and... They're doing stretch goals for us, and so it's very cool. Death Metal Hero is going to have a trading card in the next upcoming set of stretch goals.
And we also... go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say we're going to release 2 trading cards and a sticker when we hit the next stretch goal. So. And
also in the future, there's going to be a hockey window cling. That's going to be dope.
Window cling? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got a hockey window cling. It's awesome. Hockey, everybody should go follow Adhoc. He's a great artist. Everything he does, he improves every time. And I'm very happy to have him on our campaign. But we got a lot of top talent, and we're getting more of people. I don't know if we've announced them or not, so I'm not going to say. But,
we got I think I did say, we got a Rich Ayala image that he's working on. So he just gave us the rough sketch of that. Yeah, Oliver at 656 is going to color it. Yeah. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I was looking at the list of all the talent, and it's like, damn, you sure got a lot of awesome people part of the project.
Well, and like Ink was saying, like, these are our friends, so why not, like, and we're paying them, but why not, they're really good artists, so why not have them on our campaign? It's just kind of a dumb move to do if you're like, hey, we're friends with Matt Barr, but you can't do nothing. It's like, that's the dumbest thing you could ever possibly do. It's like, yes, Matt Barr, we want you on here because you're insanely good, and you're our friend too. It just happens to work out. So,
hearty welcome to Lady Ali Sanguis.
Got Ali, yeah.
Death Metal Hero and Hockey. Welcome all.
Like I said, we got our friends. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Hockey is blushing.
Good day.
Good day, budgie smuggler. You budgie smuggler.
You knob.
You knob smuggler. You knob smuggler.
Gonna have myself a cuppa.
A cuppa knob.
Pull your finger out.
A knob smuggler.
This is pretty much all we do in Discord. Like, everybody's like, oh, Whisper Networks. No, this is us in Discord. It's all we do.
Networks.
It's all we do. We make fun of hockey and each other. You know, that's all we do.
Oh, is that what you do? I see like this.
What, Matanui? We're not friends. What? It's because you don't know us yet. You will
Thanks, Allie.
grow.
Mana,
You'll
I've been on
grow to love us.
Mana, I've been on this channel a bunch of times. You should know me by now. Come on, man. Come on, man.
You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me.
Oh man, so cool. Pull your finger out.
Pull your finger out.
Uh,
I'm gonna give her a cuppa.
I have a cuppa. I have a cuppa right here.
Cuppa. Dang on, knobber.
Dag dingler knobber. Does that mean something?
I don't know, dude. We could go on for like an hour and a half on all the Australian stuff. We're really good. No. Hockey's got 48 kids to feed, so, you know, everybody go support his channel. Yeah.
Oh, damn. 48.
And you can catch also hockey on the Allie and Hockey Show. So go sub to Allie on Saturday nights, Allie and Hockey Show.
Heck yeah, that's such a fun program.
And Allie also does something with Irene. She does her own little thing too. So yeah, it's kind of funny how like a lot of us just intermingle and hang out, even like through transitive properties too. So I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, if what is it? A plus B and B equals C, then A equals
Excuse me.
C.
Whatever. I'm not good at geometry. That's fine.
I am. I didn't know I was, but that's part of plumbing math. So.
And he's like, yeah, they didn't check out Wise.
I'm just throwing my YouTube channel in the private chat for later.
Yeah, because everybody, Ink's been putting up some great content, actually. I have not. I've just been doing nothing.
You've been doing nothing.
I've been hanging out with other people's streams.
We've been merchandising.
Merchandising.
Yeah, we've been trying to sell this great book, Frog G. We
Yeah.
just got over the 10,000 mark, unlocked the first stretch goal. Now we're at 10,365
Yep,
or
doing well.
305, I think. Yeah. So.
I thought it was 365.
It might be 365. I don't
Either
know.
way, it's doing well though because we pick up about a backer or two like every day or every other day.
Yeah,
so
we're like one or two
doing-
backers
yeah.
a day.
Yeah, we're doing really well. Wow, that's weird.
That was
Yeah,
me.
everyone
That was,
says I sound like Billy.
Yeah, everybody does say.
I didn't know that. I don't buy that for a second.
Who's also on the campaign?
Yeah, he's coloring the Irene
Irene Strakowski.
variant cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rainy Draws cover, which she is inking right now.
She showed it off on an Ethan stream, and she had a teaser.
Yeah.
On
Oh,
Ethan's
man.
stream.
2-second teaser. We sold.
2-second teaser. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's
I
all
think it
you
was
need.
a little longer than that, but it was glorious.
She's fantastic. She's an amazing talent
Yeah.
and a genuine. Like I tell everybody, she's the genuine article. I mean, we hang out backstage, and that's how she is on streams. That's how she is backstage. So yeah, she's the real deal. I really love Irene. She's great. She's been very supportive of us, and she's helped us out quite a lot. Yeah. So is Matt Barr. So is Dan Plagle. So is Hockey. So is Lord Crackhead. 80s Made. Luke. I mean, the list goes on. WyzGyz. The list goes on.
Shay and Sai
Shane's-
having us on, having a great
Guess they kind of help.
Hey, InkSpots,
Aldous.
type something in the regular chat.
Oh,
What's
he's gonna give you a wrench. Say something.
Oh,
right.
okay. Let me get. Then I have to go to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
They
I would
should
love
let you post right from StreamYard stuff.
they should. Well, that's the thing. I would love to list everybody like that we could thank that every stream we've been on. It's been so many, and all the people that have supported us. This little frog book is fantastic. And I know there's, this is the third frog book in CG. It's just an accident. So yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it actually
It
has
is.
nothing to do with EVS either.
It has
because
nothing to
it
do
all
with
comes
Oddity
from
or
the
EVS,
Navy.
yeah.
Yeah. It has all Frog G's time in the Navy. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
if you ever hear Frog G, he's told the story a couple times on streams. So yeah, if you ever listen to one of our streams with Frog on it, he tells the story about how the frog thing came about, and it was when he was in the Navy. So,
We picked up some backers.
hey,
We're at 10,410 now.
But
we about to you. We
Yeah.
about to you.
Yeah,
Thank you
there
so
you go.
much.
Thank
yeah, thank you. But that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, you do these streams. You do every stream you can. And even like if you get 0, let's say, dude, I did a stream where nobody watched, but you might get people on the replay or something like that. You do every stream you possibly can, because you never know who's going to see it or who's going to like it or retweet it or do whatever, and then they tell someone. And then they tell
Okay,
someone.
there. I'm in the chat if you
He's in the
want
chat.
Post something.
or something.
Say
It
something.
took a minute. It took a minute.
Took a minute.
It took a minute.
Took a minute.
It took a minute. It took a minute. No, it's awesome. I love that. How do I say it? Like the community really came together and supported us. It's so amazing.
It is. It really is. Like I really like, because I've known him so long. Crackhead was really somebody I wanted to end the day on for launch day, and also like maybe even end the do a closeout stream. You know, 30 maybe the 30 and the final. Just because I've known Crackhead since Frega. Like he's one of the first like people that I really started hanging out with. And he's just a good friend, and I to me, and he's a great promoter too. I mean, the guy's got a great, people respect his opinion, and he doesn't BS you. He'll be like, yeah, man, you need to work on this and you do this. So I respect the man. So that's why getting on Crackheads, I really I'm grateful for it. I want to get on his channel again, and in the end of this 30,
Bancroft helped too. Oh, yeah. So.
I mean, his forehead did most of the work.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Bancroft has been a really big help for me throughout all my books.
Yeah, we got a little Bancroft bump. So.
Yeah, Absolute 1 and 2. It did huge help. A huge promoter, and I watched his channel grow and blossom into what it is today. A lot of us have.
He is very effective.
Mm-hmm. And he's doing the algorithm thing now and the premieres and stuff. So he's really working at it. I give him props. I can't do that. I would love to, but I have responsibilities. Is he actually here? Bancroft? Bancroft isn't in the chat.
No, that's the other thing though too, because we both work like grueling jobs too. So.
Well, Ink's is more grueling than mine. I will admit that, but mine's still physical labor as well. But.
Yeah, and so it's like to do all that and then give basically all our family time, like all your time to exercise, to do anything. Like all your time is to the comic, and to have it pay off it's not only a huge relief, but it humbles us a lot, man.
At the end of Absolute 2, at least drawing it and working on it, I was behind. I knew I was behind. I stopped working out for like a month. I'm like, yeah, never again. I'm like, because it took me so long. Then I ended up getting I had to have surgeries after that, and so I just stopped working out for those. Then I got in COVID and stopped working out. So I'm like, yeah, never again. I'm gonna work out when I want to work out. If I can't, launch week I didn't, but my nephew, my 13-year-old nephew, actually, he's been wanting to go to the gym. Family's first, and I promised him, like, dude, this week I can't, but I promise we're going after that. So that's why I was late today, because we go to the gym, and I'm like, nice. Yeah, I'm not getting out of shape again. I love comics, I love the fans, but I don't want to get unhealthy. So
yeah, I'm not getting in shape again. I refuse to do it. I like comics and I like steak. So
I mean, you tie a rope around InkSpots' neck. He's the Goodyear blimp, but no. Like I mock Ink. He's not as big as I say. He's maybe maybe a quarter less than what I say. But
I actually work too much of a hard job to get way fat.
Yeah,
can happen.
So you're like, get in my belly.
Get in my belly. A lot of that is like you work a nice 15-hour day, literally pounding sand and busting rocks, and you just come home, eat, and fall asleep. Man, that's
man. Yeah. We had some work done at our family home years ago, and the sewage backed up underneath the house,
Oh, nice, fun stuff.
There was some flooding there, and it turned out that the it's a house from 1984, so it had terracotta piping leading to the
Oh yeah,
the main line behind the houses in the backyard.
that's our whole city here. Clay
Yeah.
pipe and well, during World War II, they didn't have any metal, right? And so instead of metal, they would take whatever they had. So what they had was just paper, and they'd roll paper up and soak it in tar, and they would put basically you're getting tar paper pipe, and it's called
geez.
Orangeburg. So the city where I live in just happened to be right smack in that World War II era, where they didn't have any steel, and at the time that's the kind of pipe they were using is like cast iron pipe. So they used the tar paper in the ground, and of course over time that just completely deteriorates. So yeah, most of my days are out there digging up tar paper pipe and replacing it with plastic. So
That's crazy, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, see, like, yeah, my job isn't as grueling, but, you know, there's, like, lifting, a lot of lifting. I could easily hurt my back. I've blown my knee out a few times just because of what I do. But it's, like I said, Ink can actually die at his job. I mean, I could, but it takes a lot, you know.
Yeah, I had two close calls just this year. So.
Oh, dang.
But at the same time, like he said, like, I still get busy, he gets busy, you come home, man, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to do nothing. But we have to. Like, we have to. We literally have to get to the art table or the computer, and we have to either make a YouTube video or then after that, draw a little bit, color a little bit, 4 to 6 hours.
We love to draw and paint.
Dude,
that's our release after work. Like we do it. That's what we love to do. Some people don't like to sit there and draw, but we do.
I don't understand that. But like I tell everybody, I take a break from drawing by drawing. That's what I do. Like if I'm drawing Frog G and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm getting not bored, but like I'm getting like too inundated into it. I got to take a break and maybe we'll go draw like Wolverine or something stupid, you know, or nonsensical skulls everywhere. Just have some fun. Like, yeah, this is why I love doing what I do. You know, so I don't get not enjoying that craft. But that's why I got along with Frega so much. Like he loves to do this. So, that's why I get along with. Look at Matt Barr. Every time he's on a stream, I would say 99% of the time he's drawing. There might be a couple streams here or there where he isn't, but 99% of the time the man is drawing. Plagal, constantly drawing, always drawing. Even Irene, her head will be down. You'll see the top of her head, a little fiendish like headphone things going on. Like that's why I get along with these people. That's why I hang out with these people because they're always drawing because they love it. It's just it's something that they can't do without.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So you gonna pull up this campaign or what, man? What's up?
Well, I was trying to relate to you guys, man. I was trying to tell you my pipe story to let you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the pipe story.
I helped dig ditch to get access to the pipe, but then I was going to tell you how I also had drawing. Oh, Death Metal Heroes is drawing now.
See,
and Hockey wants some baby back ribs.
He's making fun of Ink.
And then I was going to tell you how my job's even harder than your guys's because it's backbreaking work. You know, lifting and moving a mouse. And
very difficult, Wise.
Sitting on my ass all day.
Okay, I mean, that's not to knock
on the phone.
It's not to knock people. I've worked retail. You know, forget it. They drive people drive me insane. This is different because it's comics, so I can talk to. These are comic people that I'm interacting with, even the chats and stuff like that. But if you're talking to somebody, you work at Michael's and they're like, you know, yelling at you because you don't have any black Santas. You're like, look, I don't make control of the stock orders. You know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't do this. So yeah, it's totally different. So working, you know, IT or customer service or something like that, where you're on the phone with people. That's why I work in stock. That's why I work in shipping because I don't deal with customers. I don't like twice. I've been at my job for 5 years. Twice I've had to interact with a customer because the dealer person was an idiot and passed them to us.
It's a different kind of tired when you work a job like that. It's completely different. Yeah.
Mental fatigue is real, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Hockey is also drawing now. Nice.
Yeah, this is why we hang out who we hang out with, though. Like, Luke's constantly working and drawing, but this is also how all of us improve every day, because we draw every day.
Sure.
Like, even if it's the most minuscule thing. I posted a little Batman doodle today that I did at work, because I was like, I want to draw something real quick. So, yeah. Hey, we have a campaign.
Yeah, check
Refresh it
out.
real quick.
Refresh it. Hit that button.
Yeah,
Roll that
'cause the
beautiful
last
beam
time,
footage.
I actually pulled this up before we started the stream. So here it says you're at 10,365
Yeah, I
with
thought it was
14
65.
days left and 146 backers.
We got 2 bakes.
Yeah, we actually have way more backers than that, but because some people back multiple
Secret
times, like a lot of
Oh,
times.
yeah, multiple. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Hey, hail Comics Gate, hail the chat.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
$10,410.
See, that's the
Awesome, guys.
This book is fun. Like, it really is fun. We're having a good time doing it, and Ink's coming up with some great concepts, and I'm making them better. So, yeah.
It's true. It's true.
True.
Well, it's one of the, I've worked with a lot of people. This is definitely one of the, like a true collaboration, more than any that I've worked on before. So, yeah.
Well, because we let each other, like, have our own little freedoms,
Yep.
and we trust each other's abilities and what we do. And that's not to say we have disputes, but they're so minute that it's irrelevant,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's definitely a good working relationship and something to cherish. Let's go ahead and try playing this trailer here.
Yeah, Pedro!
Pedro and Lou.
If my
I
system
muted,
cooperates.
I muted myself for that.
I think it's supposed to auto mute you.
Do you have it on an overlay?
No, I don't. But it always seems to. Well, all right. Is it going to play this time? What the? That's
Come on,
weird.
Wise.
My system is being weird. Hold on, just a moment.
There's a play button right there you could hit. Try that. Might work.
Yeah, don't play Meat Balloon.
Jeez. Come on, what the hell is going on now?
Do you have Michael T's internet?
I might be.
Do you have a potato
We've
internet?
all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings.
What the?
Wise, I swear.
The story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
I mean, you get it was there. It was
Yeah,
nice
I've
to
never
see.
seen it in slow motion before.
Never seen it frame by frame before. That was fantastic.
Oh, I aim to please
Why is-
give you a unique experience.
You pay for StreamYards. You could just download the trailer as an overlay.
Oh,
Yeah, don't click Meat Balloon. You don't want to hear
Don't
that.
click Meat Balloon. This is all ages. That's not all ages.
Or Good Night, Sweet Bitch, either. That's
No,
not
I don't
always
recommend.
either.
Yeah, it's fun. Yes, but no.
Oh my gosh. How crazy.
You watch a lot
Sorry
of
about
InkSpots, apparently.
that. Yeah. That
You stalker alert.
The 10 most disturbing comic book deaths.
I don't see Topicless in there. Wise. I don't see my channel up in there. Or Luke's.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
Highly offended.
I don't know what the hell's going on with my system nowadays. Ever since my other one went.
Yeah, but no. When you have people on, if anything, download their trailer first. Like, get their trailer, put it into StreamYards. That way, it plays an overlay smoothly, just fine.
Yeah, I have to get with the program.
Well, I just got you a tip, so there you go.
So
I mean, you are in IT, so it's not like we expect you to know how to do this stuff.
Yes, this is true.
yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, the guy that works in shipping will tell you how to do all this computer stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, look at that number. That's pretty amazing for a couple of schlubs like us. Pretty
We're
cool.
plebs, man. We're a couple of plebs, and we're doing really well. You know, a couple of
Yeah,
plebs.
freaking nice.
We're one of you. We're one of the fans. You know, we are. We're fanatics. We love comics. And we love Comics Gate.
We
and all
both
the books
spend
it
all of
puts
our
out.
money on comics, too.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the boxes that are over there. So yeah, I mean, I recently just dropped. Actually, he saved me money, dude. But I dropped $50 yesterday on some Namor and some Dark Horse Presents. Some
wow.
Jay Lee Namor.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
going to say
Oh.
Namor, but now...
Yeah, Jay Lee, dude. I was looking for some Jay Lee Namor, dude. I'm like, I want that good stuff, man. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, our awesome cover.
Yeah.
That cover came out great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
Hey.
that's you, Jason, doing the inks and InkSpots on the colors.
Correct,
Yeah.
sir.
Jeez, that's so good.
That wasn't even supposed to be the cover at all. That was going to be a free wallpaper.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's like, I really like
Well-
that image. It needs to be a cover.
InkSpots kept yelling at me that all the wallpapers were really good and
Yeah.
giving all of our work away.
I was like, stop giving everything away for free!
And then, like, he goes ahead and does the same stuff anyway.
yeah,
so it's
yeah, I
like a
give
matter.
everything away for free.
Got to rein each other in there.
Yeah.
Voodoo gods and magic. So was that just something you guys pulled out of your ass? You know, decided
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
I said it, and then Jason's like, that's the name of the book.
Name of the book.
Yeah, it's like,
I was
okay.
like, that's good. Yeah. It fits because it fits the entire thing. There's a voodoo priestess. There's gods and demigods in it, and they cast magic spells. And there's magic in it with magic wrenches and stuff. So it all just works. Like there's you don't need like that's the containment of the story of all three books. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
makes
a little
sense.
all this on the farm editing in the stories and
Mm-hmm.
on here, and yep. And she is one of the editors as well. So
Yes. Yeah, we want this to be as professional as possible. I mean, it looks professional, so we want to have the dialogue and the context and the continuity be professional as well.
yeah, we actually
that's-
hired
yeah.
2 editors. So
So that's why we got 2 editors. It's not a slight on anyone. It's just more eyes on the campaign, more help on the campaign
yep.
to make it a full-on cohesive unit.
So you had Shay as one of your editors, and then do we know the other one? Or
Yeah, all this on the farm is he was the editor for Cash Grab. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, right
So I
on.
brought in my editor. He brought in his editor. That way we can definitely get.
yeah, we
a
got
tight
multiple
book.
sets of eyes
Yeah.
on it. So
Yeah, we're gonna have a
Nice.
tight book. Yeah.
Nice. And talking about the creators here, with your credits, nice.
yeah.
And then we got Frog G.
Mhm.
And,
The pseudonym behind the fan that started
right.
it all. Yeah.
That's
what's
right.
a mild-mannered fan?
A mild-mannered. I don't know if he was ever mild-mannered, but
He's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
mild-mannered, though. I mean,
Really?
you see him on streams. I mean, you know.
in,
it's like-
in real life, Frog G is
I don't know
like
about real life.
7'1", hairy, burly guy, giant man sack. Just
walks with a pimp cane.
he's like what's that? The Buzz, the guy from the first Spider-Man, that
Bonesaw.
Bonesaw. Yeah, Frog G is a bonesaw. That's Frog G in real life. Bonesaw.
And then when he's on streams, yeah. So I got my book here. Yeah. So go ahead and back it.
It's all microphone adjustments.
It's like he got the Michael T adapter. Is what it was.
His real voice is like, yeah,
Hey,
step to a Slim Jim.
Yeah. Back some Frog G today, brother.
It overnight came to life. What transcribed here is the story of what allegedly happened. The true story of Frog G.
For the most part.
Holy moly!
Yeah, we even put our friend, like, if you go up, it's Plagel's Place. Like, Dan Plagle is a tow truck driver, and so we named it Plagel's Place.
Yep.
bar is a reference from Jason's book.
Yep.
Because they had the bar.
Yep. The bar. Matt Barr's name is spelled differently. So
yeah, it has an H in it. We'll put more little fun stuff.
We'll
my god.
put little Easter eggs in there. Yeah.
Oh man.
Even her shirt has a little bit of my own inside joke in there. It's hashtag fresh pots of coffee. So yeah, it's like there's little tongue in cheek stuff.
I thought it said fresh points, and I remember like back in the 90s they would have shirts like that said fresh points, and I don't know, it was a reference to something, but I don't remember what it was. So yeah,
well, because PTES is points. Abbreviated, but
right.
Yeah.
In the 90s, everyone wore pink and that lime green color too. That's why I did that. I was like, I remember girls dressing like that, and I wanted to investigate that for when I was younger.
Investigate.
I just wasn't at the right status level.
But and that's the thing. Like, I just drew her wearing whatever. I didn't know how ink was gonna color it. I was like, do your thing, dude. And then he colored it perfectly fine. Like, it's great. I was like, yeah, dude, looks great. I could see her wearing that. Yeah.
Because she's like a Rosie Perez. She's Irish and Puerto Rican, and so yeah.
A combination you see every day.
Yeah. Of course. Just saw a couple of them walking down the street the other day.
That's right. Yeah. She's flattery. Yeah. And you get the voodoo priestess as the old hag in the background there, coming up and poking him.
Yeah, she's a shape changer, so he doesn't find that out till it's too late.
Yeah,
too late.
Because usually, people kind of disrespect the elderly in a way. So we were like, yeah.
Yeah, and I had fun with this page especially. Like I put all those skulls and bones and spinal columns over her head, and just like. This page was like really designy for me. And sometimes I'll paint like more realistically. Like, all right, I'm gonna paint. This page is about painting as realistic backgrounds as possible. This page is more about like feeling. Like I wanted to evoke emotion more, and so I got more designy with it, and I just had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, and that's what I love because I like that Sam Keithy type, weird stuff that happens. I love that stuff. And ink tosses it in, without me knowing, and then I see it, I'm like, yes, it's exactly what I want.
Usually he says, most of that's going to get cut off.
I do, because most of it is going to get cut off.
Trimmed off,
there's a trim, but whatever. You can see it here.
It's full bleed. It'll be fine.
It's full bleed.
Is it full bleed?
Yeah. Full bleed.
I love how all the little eyeballs have different colored irises.
Yeah, it's a reference to our death character.
See?
Now, are the sample pages you're showing basically without the dialogue, or are they all like?
Yeah, see right here, I have the PDF. So if you signed up for the pre-launch, we sent everybody the first 6 pages of the story and the first 5 pages of the supplemental lettered so they could read the story. So
gotcha.
If you signed up, you got to read it. Yeah.
As ink's showing off there, the first 6 pages are fully lettered, actually. We have to toss them to an editor, but they're fully lettered.
Yeah.
Man, those are freaking outrageously good.
Thank you.
Wow.
We did our best.
Yeah. If it's not our best, then we scrap it.
It's like even just opening the door to a bathroom. It's like it has to be cool. Like even clicking.
It's got to have an atmosphere.
It has to have something to it. Yeah. So.
And I also noticed that you don't have a bathtub that's blocking the door.
Everybody keeps saying that.
I mean, I've been in a couple bathrooms in my day. I kind of know that's kind of a very bad architectural design. You don't want to do that. So
and you can see how that page is about lighting, really.
Yeah.
But if you go to the next page,
good.
that's more about realistic backgrounds and stuff. So I try to make some kind of different feeling for every page with the colors. And then Jason just does the line work really rad. Gives me something.
Yeah, I give him lots of room to play with the backgrounds and stuff. Or like he'll be we'll be in Discord talking about the pages and stuff, and like I'll start to maybe put little things there, and he'd be like, "Hey man, just leave that blank." I'm like, "All right, dude." So yeah.
I have the little skeleton with the slash hat on back there.
Wait, is that hockey?
Yeah, that's hockey. That's what's gonna happen to hockey if he doesn't watch his mouth.
Yeah, budgie knobber.
Budgie smuggler.
You budgie knobber, you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and
That's
this is her
transforming.
Yeah.
That's what she looks like.
Yeah.
Ah.
One of her forms, anyway.
One of her forms, yes.
Yeah.
She's a monster, after all. Sir
Yeah.
Nunos is her lord, and he's the king of the monsters. And she's one of his monsters. So.
She's got an eye as a belly button.
That's a
Yeah.
tattoo. It's a tattoo. It's just a
Belly
tattoo.
button tattoo.
It's a belly button
Oh, is
tattoo.
it? Okay, I thought it was a real eye that would be.
It could be. It could. We're not ruling nothing out here, Wise. Oh, calm your jets, pal.
Yeah, this was Jason's only digital page that he did because he was
which
having
everybody loves it,
trouble
too.
at the time. Yeah, he kind of hates it. So
I don't hate it. I just like it's not traditional is why I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm like I think funny thing is I have the traditional version. It really is pretty close to this one. Like it's almost like I know the differences and stuff, and there are some, but it just wasn't flowing the way I wanted it to. With some of the my eyes were going crazy, so I'm like I can't take it. So I went digital, but yeah, Ink knocked it out of the park though. Cause I did the Frog G yelling, and then the background's all blank, so Ink could go in there and put in his little, his touch and match it up with. There's a scene where Frog G is like he's outside, so Ink had to put in like the doorway with the outside there, so he had to match it up, and I'm like, I ain't gonna draw that, dude. So so I let him do it.
I'm out of your will. Fine, I'm taking the children.
That's it.
And
You
leaving
don't want
you.
the kids. You don't want the kids.
You don't want the 48 kids? How
No.
dare you.
I want the child support though. So.
Oh.
Yeah. And the hairless cat.
And the hairless cat. Yeah.
Yeah, that last panel on this is pretty dope. It came out great.
Well, the whole freaking thing looks dope. I
Sure.
mean,
Whatever.
digital shit.
If you say
That's
so.
good. Don't be all modest and everything,
No, I was talking about the colors. My whole thing was awesome. What are you talking about? I'm amazing at what I do.
Okay, the colors were just.
Yeah, that last panel is really good. The rest of it is, it's there.
It's okay. Yeah, it's whatever.
It's all right. It serves.
He's
a
mad
purpose.
because everybody keeps saying that's their favorite page, and it's taking him off.
Because it's the only digital one. It's like, why does everybody love the digital? And it's also like Frog G is just the only thing I drew. Like, come on. Like that Voodoo Priestess page is so awesome. And like everybody loves this one. I'm like, what? You guys got crack? I do think it's that last panel though.
Yeah, it's the last panel.
It really stands out. And Ink did a great job putting all that crap behind Frog G and like the carpet, that dinosaur carpet and everything. So
That's
yeah,
my
it
favorite.
is a good page. It is a good page.
Yeah.
She has a hand. If you go up, there's a hand in a glass jar up there.
Yeah. And that's all Ink. That's all InkSpots.
I
Yeah.
do the table, the doily. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like doing little stuff like that.
So much detail, man. Damn. I love it. But that's not all.
It's not
For
all.
those seeking even more epic adventure, we have the Frog G supplemental featuring the origin story of the big bad himself.
No one can say it. Sir Nunos.
Who knows?
Yeah. Jason, he's like, what?
Because nobody gets that. I knew it would happen. I knew nobody would be able to pronounce that. But whatever. Let's do it.
It's awesome.
So it's not Sir Nunos?
No, it is Sir Nunos. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Just no one knows how to say it at first.
If you
Once they
don't
hear
tell
it-
them if you don't tell them, they ain't gonna pronounce that anywhere
But-
near what it is.
But this is a real god that I based
Right.
him on. So, yeah,
Oh,
a horned god.
You
So.
can change the names. You're allowed to. It's okay.
I know, but I like it. I like
You
the
like
old
people
song.
struggling to pronounce
Yes.
the names of our characters.
It took me a moment, but it looks like Sir Nunos.
Yeah.
When
Don't
you
lie,
look
Wise.
at-
You heard us say it.
No. Never. It comes from 18 years in tech support. From hearing
sure.
all kinds of people's names over the phone.
Sure. I got some swampland in Florida if you want to buy it.
Well, I never.
Disney will have some up for sale over there.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Charging $650 for dinner, they're gonna.
Yeah, they are.
Indeed. 24-page, black and white, floppy. Penciled by InkSpots with magnificent finishes, not just regular base.
Nope.
I don't do anything regular-wise.
Inked over by Jason Bascom.
That's right.
Cover for the supplemental by two-time Emmy-nominated artist Matt Barr.
And artist of Rock and Roll Ninja.
And with colors by Matt Yaki, colors from Marvel.
Two-time Emmy-nominated in our hearts.
There you go.
Yeah, it came out so good.
So good.
Damn.
It should have been a variant, but now it's the supplemental and everyone gets it.
Well, okay. We only wanted one variant, let alone, and so there are two though, because this we didn't know how this was going to look. So we were like, when we saw it, we already had the two variants, but we were like, we just want one. We had two. We're like, we can't do more than two. Then we saw this. We're like, we hate everybody because we want this as a variant, but it works perfectly great as the supplemental too, though. So, and Barr's actually, like, he's even said, he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm the supplemental main page and I like it, main cover, and I like it that way. So, and
yeah, it's the only cover for the supplemental.
it's the only cover, dude.
Yeah.
Crushed it. They both crushed it.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, if I ever work with Barr, I would want Yaki to color him. They work so great together. Like I've seen Billy color Barr too, and that's really good too. I just really like Yaki with Barr.
There's some kind of matchup here that just, it's perfect.
Yeah.
They blend together great.
Yeah. No kidding, man. Holy mackerel. That came out good.
Yeah.
And then this is a lot to do a shout out to Jason's Absolute Book 1 and 2. So you still get that gritty black and white book. So if there's no colors, this is my first debut on trying to do pencils. So for a comic, I've done plenty of art for other things, but this is my first artwork for comic storytelling or anything.
Right, storytelling and panel layouts and all that other fun stuff. And I just have to trace what he does. You know, maybe add some cross-hatching lines here and there.
Yeah, it's a lot. He brings it all together. So.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah, I'm blind and I can't see what you do, so I make things up, and you're like, that's not what that was. Like, I don't know, dude.
It looks fun, though. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. It is. It's fun, though, to see what he makes of it at the end. So, yeah. It's always neat to have someone else work on something with you and see what their point of view is, or just how they, how he draws an arm compared to how I draw an arm. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Sertanos. That's the next book. Yeah,
I like
that one. Yeah, I like that one.
There's so much fun in there. We got the Wolfman. We got this vampire chick back here. These are all Sarnunos' children, all of his monsters. He is not able to create from scratch, so he has to take what the other gods and creatures make, and then he just perverts them and makes them into what he wants them to be. So the whole story is about him being punished for doing that. So.
Still not enough, you say? Well, I was about to say that, yeah, but you took the words out of my mouth. I was, in fact, thinking that's not enough. But you got me covered. Variant covered, that is. Variant covered, that is. Wow. You thought of everything. Main book will have two variant covers, one by the mega-talented Irene Stritkowski.
There you go.
Yeah, everyone loves Weenie. Colored
Irene.
by Billy Baxka.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That's her pencils only.
That's the
and
pencils.
look how rad it is.
So good, dude.
Jeez. This is
And
just...
she even said, because
wish we would have had it at day one.
There was a whole story behind that, but we're not going to go over that. But she even said, though, because, there was a miscommunication, but she's like, yeah, I'm gonna knock this out of the park. I'm gonna kill it.
She
And
did too.
She's killing, dude.
I love her little monsters. They're so good.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Frog G. He's gonna face all these cool monsters. It's Spider-Man meets Hellboy.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna do it up, put all of our favorite stuff in there: mythology, monsters, voodoo, everything we like that's cool. We're putting in there.
Yeah.
In progress, not final image.
Yeah.
Well, but but that's still in progress. So yeah.
Freaking A, that's awesome. I love it.
And then, I mean, you know who that is.
Boop Dan Art.
You know who that is. That's why we work with the man. His style.
He knocked
is
it out of the
recognized.
park, too.
Dude, killed
This
it,
got him
man.
a job working with John Malin, so that's pretty cool. John,
you know what? I'm gonna take. Well, yeah, we'll take the credit for it.
John Malin saw this and he's like, "Hit me up, Boop Dan." So
Really?
that's awesome. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we'll take the credit for that. Why not?
Nice.
And
Boy, man.
if you know your CG characters, you scroll up a little bit, Wise. Just a very little bit. There you go. If you know your CG characters, you'll see Ragetality back there in the background. So yeah, there's a little. He got permission from Shelby. It was a little fun little joke he was doing, and Shelby's like, "Yeah, sure, do it." So it was. I kind of wish actually he hit up more CG creators.
Yeah.
That would have been, but we didn't think about it at the time. But this thing is so good anyway, it doesn't matter.
And she's the gatekeeper in the first book. This is the first monster he really needs to try to get past to go on his quest. And she's going to be really tough. She's a witch, a headless witch named the Baba Gaga. She also has an artificial leg, which is her magic wand. That was Jason's idea. So she has a magic wand prosthetic leg. And all these heads she uses as fashion accessories. So if she's feeling like a blonde that day, she'll put on a blonde head. If she's feeling like a monster that day, she'll put on a monster head. It's just whatever she feels. She's a real fashionista.
That is so
Strikes your
imaginative.
fancy. Yeah, and yeah, I sent him one reference. So I mean, out of one reference of this character, this is what he pulls off. It's fantastic.
Man.
Yeah.
I remember watching him work on the pencils and inks on this.
I think he sold the rough pencils, and they sold just like like his rough sold for like $150, $160. So
Yeah,
Wow.
it was like a prelim before this one, and he didn't like the way it was working, so he just stopped.
Oh,
And
right.
it's still, dude.
Yeah.
What sucks is I was kind of hoping it wouldn't sell. That way
Yeah,
I
of
could
course.
buy it off him and keep it because I really wanted it. I did, but I'm like, I saw what it went for. I'm like, I don't know if I'd pay that much, dude, because I can't afford it. I mean, it's worth to me, it's worth way more than what it sold for, but I couldn't afford it at that rate. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad he got what he got because well deserved, dude.
For sure. Man, somehow as I read through this campaign, it's like you guys are in my head. You know, you really do know I want even more.
We want more. You want more.
Yeah, it's like, just when you think you're full, you still want more.
You want that cobbler, man. It's delicious.
Yeah, you gotta have the
Gotta
dessert.
have the cobbler. Mm.
And this is one campaign that is full of goodness.
Yeah, it's
What
got
about
chock full.
chock full of a mama's goodness.
Yeah,
That's right.
including 2 scoops of raisins.
Yeah, and so we're offering sketches at a really good price. So you can get, I'm doing the supplemental in panels. So I do one panel at a time on Bristle and then put it together in Photoshop. So these are my pencils before Jason inks over them and makes them look all cool. And so you can get a panel from the actual supplemental that's in the book. Or you can get a Jason sketch, not these ones, these are all sold. And for like $80. And
Well,
you get 2 books. They won't be,
they're
won't
not
be
going to
that
look
detailed.
like that because those are 11 by 17. That one especially, and it took me a couple minutes. But yeah, but they will still be very good. I promise you, they're going to be good.
And you can get an acrylic painting painted live on stream. I'm only doing Frog G for this campaign. All other campaigns will be different characters, and I'm not ever going to do any more acrylic paintings of Frog G. So you can only get it on this campaign. They'll be signed, numbered, and recorded live as I paint them. So that's in the big tier. Yeah. This is the only time you'll get them. I'm never ever painting a Frog G in acrylic after this campaign.
Correct.
So.
That's freaking outrageous. Oh man.
And then you can get the full pages. Yeah.
11 by 17 original pages?
Oh yeah.
Original.
That's what
original.
I at first you said original.
They're original pages. They're oregano pages.
Oregano pages.
Yeah, sprinkle a little seasoning on there for you.
Now I'm getting hungry, man.
Yeah. And you can buy the original cover art for the first ever Frog G book.
Damn. Awesomeness can be all yours.
That's right.
Don't forget those stretch goals.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the stretch goals.
He almost looks a little sad there.
That's
Not to worry.
It's Chibi Frog. Everybody
Cards,
loves Chibi.
stickers, lots of extras in the works.
Yep.
And whoa, you got all my favorite artists lined up? Including Shelby Robertson, Dan Plagle, Ad Hoc Art, and many more?
And many more.
Many more.
These are being colored right now. The first stretch goal is unlocked. And if you go down, you'll see the Shelby card. I need to put the colored one in there.
You do.
The Shelby card is going to be unlocked on the next set of stretch goals.
Yeah.
So.
At 12,500, right?
And we'll have the original up for sale in the campaign as well.
Once it unlocks, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you are a Shelby fan, you're listening to this stream right now, keep your eye on the prize because somebody might get it before you do.
And the Irene cover will go live too as soon as that's done. So.
Yes.
Nice. Oh my goodness. Unless one of them gets eaten alive or a volcano explodes, throwing the Earth into a nuclear winter, this project will deliver its promise.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, you don't want to tempt fate, though. I mean, there was a huge hurricane in Florida, and you don't want to tempt fate. So
yeah, but it will get fulfilled after that. You know what I mean? Like it will. Well, this will happen.
If it takes a couple 100 years for the atmosphere to clear, we'll put it on queue. So yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll still have the PDF files in the cloud. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Nice. In the volcanic cloud, dude.
Hey,
very good.
Still a cloud.
Very good. All right. Freaking sweet campaign.
Thanks,
Nothing but
man.
good things to say about it. Like you guys were touching on in the beginning. Oh, what's this here? I missed a lot of stuff. No certain.
It's just hockey, just blabbing on.
Billy,
that's what happens.
Get a real colorist.
Oh, jeez, hockey.
My 9-year-old is good with crayons.
Jeez.
No. Best cover ever.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty
He's
good.
staying pretty neck and neck with Irene, but she hasn't delivered the final yet. So.
I would say out of all 4 covers, Dan is one of the one out of 4 of the best ones.
He's one of the best ones out of the 4 that are the best.
The best ones, yeah. So
out of the 4 best covers, he's one of the 4 best artists.
That's right.
Exactly.
PDF, you say? No.
Hockey? No, you're not getting a PDF. You're getting a real. You're our fulfillment agent. You're our distributor in Australia. You're gonna get a physical copy.
We make comic books.
Yeah, we don't make digital. What is this? Is this amateur hour hockey?
Never say never, but no.
I mean, no.
You make zero. You don't make zeros and ones. You make actual comic books.
That's right. Physical media.
Now you're talking hockey. Now you're talking.
Physical media.
That's right. Physical media.
Best one.
He said, "Get F."
Get F ink.
Wow.
Damn.
Now you sound like every woman I ever dated.
Get Get free, Ink. Get free.
Be free.
Freedom.
Freedom.
See that?
No matter what you say.
Little George Michaels.
There you go.
All the
All the
Michaels.
covers plus a supplemental.
You
Is the
get all the covers. You want a cover? You got it.
Cover.
You want 4 covers? You got
You
it.
got it, but you got to back that tier, and you can also add on more covers at checkout.
This is the best deal. You save $5 if you buy all the covers. If
Plus
you
the
have a secret perk, if you signed up for the pre-launch, we left them open. They're not canceled. If you click on that, you get the supplemental for free.
And I'll be sending that
tier.
back out again. So yeah. I found because people it gets buried or people don't know where to look. So if you send it out every once in a while, people might be like, "Oh, they'll get the notification." Or
And we're having a fantastic rate of people that were on the mailing list that are backing. So
yeah.
Nice.
probably way more than average. Like we're doing really well with that.
Way,
so that's
way more than
awesome.
my last campaign. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. So, I mean, what you're doing where you periodically resend it is a smart idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because maybe people don't have the money to back, but maybe they'll have the money to back in 45 days or even close to the 60.
And they forget, though, that they want to back the campaign. I mean, life happens. There's a bunch of campaigns that have ended, and I'm like, no, because I forgot. Yeah. So
Exactly. So how many total covers are there on this campaign?
There is 3 variants, and then the supplemental is a separate book. Yeah.
Right. So there's 3 covers on the main book, and then the supplemental.
We were only going to have the Irene cover as our variant, but then Dan's was going to be the back cover, but then it was so good it needed its own book, so we gave him his own.
Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah, that's a very good deal. 85 for all the covers. All the covers, not just one, but all the covers.
All the covers.
Yeah, if you back the regular tier, you're still saving $5. So,
So you got just the book.
just the book,
Just the book.
just
You
the
got
Dan,
Plagal cover. You got
just the Rainy, not final cover.
Just the Reenie.
And you get the combo pack.
You can add the supplemental on at the end, but we just want to make it easy so you can just do one click and get it.
One-stop shopping.
There you go.
But you can also add the supplemental on again. Why not?
Easier you can make it for the backers, the better.
Yeah. Bascom Ahead sketch comes with a sketch and the book and the supplemental for $80. That's a really good deal.
Disclaimer: it doesn't look like that.
That was just a sample. Just a sample.
Gotcha.
Simple image. It's just an image.
Here's
You
a
can
pencil
get a
panel.
pencil panel. So that's one of the panels that will actually be in the supplemental. You get that, and you get the book and the supplemental.
Sweet.
$80.
It's a good deal.
My goodness gracious.
Retailer pack. Buy 4 books. You buy 5. You get 5 books for the price of 4. So you get 1 book for free. Yep.
Oh, all right. Right on. Sweet.
Original interior page, first come, first serve. So if you're the first backer on that, you get a PDF with all the pages. You get to pick your page, and then it goes to the next person. They'll pick their page. So there's only 20 of them. So, yep.
So get them while you can.
Get them while you can, boys and girls.
Are any of these pages double pages?
There are 2-page spreads in the book, but no. Those would cost more. We could always put it up as a separate tier once we find out how many 2-page spreads we have.
Okay. And let's see. The Big Daddy tier.
That's one with the acrylic painting. You get a full-size Jason drawing. You get all the covers. You get the supplemental. You get anything that we add to the campaign later and all the stretch goals.
Correct.
So, if you have the secret tier, you can save $50 on that as well. So.
It's well worth it.
Wow. Freaking awesome. And then we've got the Dan Plagal cover art.
That's the original?
Art. Yep.
OG original, yep. 1 of 1.
1 of 1, no more.
No less.
Man. Ooh-wee.
Then
That's
you can get the
pretty sweet.
cover that started it all. The only one there is.
Only one.
Jason Bascom.
One of
The
one.
very first issue of Frog G by the original cover for $700. And we'll have the Irene cover up for sale as soon as it's delivered. But we didn't put it up there until it's all done.
Okay, all right. Right on.
We sold all the drawn-in. That was crazy. We sold all the drawn-in tiers. So.
Yeah,
Did-
it's very
did you have-
popular.
Did you happen to sell them all during, your launch? Or launch day, maybe?
It was launch week we did.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
within the first 4 days, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
One of the guys I know bought this so that he can put his face in there, and then he's gonna buy the books to give to his grandkids. So
We actually have to hit these people up very soon because I'm going to be drawing those pages. So
yeah,
Yeah.
Gotcha. And Hockey's pointing out that you guys don't like money. So
that's because he thinks you can make money on comic PDFs. He's wrong, but it's fine.
You can.
you like to let him think that.
You can make money on PDFs, $5 or $6 at least.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it, you got a PDF, you put it up for $5. If you get 10 people that back it, that's $50. Is that worth it getting pirated? Not to me, you know. So I'd rather it just stay physical.
Yeah,
So-
we like physical books.
On the drawing tiers, are they all going to have the same kind of body as Frog G?
Oh
No, they're all rock imps.
Yeah, they're little rock imps that you saw the trailer where it went frame by frame, and you saw him slowly hit the rock. Those rock guys go dink,
All right.
dink. Yeah, those things.
It's the battle scene right before he meets death.
Yeah. So which we're already 15 pages in. So I'm coming up to those pages really soon.
Nice. Man, amazing project. Lots of top tier talent. Beautiful work.
Spare no expense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
A lot of this, we raised quite a lot of the money ourselves through selling artwork, and then some of it I also used my own money to pay for the artists and stuff like that. So we're and actually the money we raised for selling artwork is technically our own money. So this has been hiring the artists and all that stuff. We still have to order all the stretch goal stuff, all the comics. So yeah, this is still a crowdfunding campaign, but we raised the money to pay for the artists ahead of time. That way, that's a little bit.
We put a large amount of funds in it. I mean, that's part of the thing. You gotta go all in. It's your time, your money, and your talent. Just throw it all at it. And like I've been saying on my videos on my YouTube channel, this is indie comics gold rush right now, and you don't want to miss it if you're a creator. We all, as creators, we all have 10, 20 good ideas in us.
Yeah.
Pick your best one and get it on paper and get it out there. This is the time. If you're ever going to do it, I don't think there's going to be ever an easier entering point into doing comics. The mainstream's going away, but indie is booming. So this is where you want to be. Yeah. This is the community you want to be in. So you better get going on it.
Yeah, and it's a slow burn. So if you want this to be your living, you got to be dedicated to wait it out. And build that rep up, build up your you do fund, you do a fulfilling, you have quality work. So people got to recognize this stuff. So it might take a while. But eventually you can actually do these campaigns. If you do 3 a year and you raise $20,000 each one, at pocketed, you can live off of that easy. For 3 a year. Crap, you do one and pocket $30,000. You can live off that for a year in certain places. So
yeah,
you just got to give it time. You got to do the grind. You got to work your regular job that gives you your medical benefits and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is our first book, so I mean. The next one's going to do better, and then the hopes are the next one's going to do better. And
yes.
You also have more stuff to sell as you go. So, when we do book 2, we'll have book 1 with a different cover. We'll have some remainders of the first book, but it'll be more money then, because you had to buy it on that first campaign to get the discount. So.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Well, not only that, it's the first printing. You only have, even if we print 1,000 of them, you know what I mean? You only have 1,000 at that point. There's no more first printings after that. So it's going to be at a higher cost from what the second printing is going to be, just because there's fewer of them. And it's more scarce. So it's logical that it's going to cost more. But you can get it now, though. You know, at $35, which includes the shipping. So $25, $35 out the gate. You can add on a supplemental for $15, or just back it in there, or you can get all of the covers for $85. You know, I mean, come on. You know,
and if you have the secret tier, you can get outstanding, ridiculous discounts.
Ridiculous discounts. You get a discount. You get a discount as long as you're signed up on the.
We're crazy. We're giving it away.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hockey says, "Well, send me all your money since you don't want it."
Not to Australia. We were only talking about the real countries.
Hockey, I will.
Oh. 35 includes shipping.
Listen, we can't help the shipping rates. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
We gotta roll with it.
But at the same time, though, you have the retailer's perk. So if there's 5 of you, you can each chip in and get the retailer's perk, and then you can split the shipping cost to Australia.
More. Yeah,
and you'll save quite a bit of money actually. So
and even at the shipping that we have, we're still probably gonna lose money on the shipping.
We'll still probably lose money on the shipping, just because you can't account for the price range of every single country. Like there's no way.
We have one going to Singapore. Who knows what that's going to cost? It could cost more than what they bagged for. So.
But it's fine, even if it's like a couple hundred. You know, that's fine. That's really not all that. Now, if it was a couple thousand, then it would be detrimental. But it's not going to really damage it too much. But we're still going to lose a little money on the shipping.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I did an experiment where I sent a couple books in a single Gemini mailer to Australia. It ended up costing me $30.
That was cheap.
That was cheap.
That's 2 books, bagged and boarded, with stickers and a couple prints.
Yeah, that's actually cheap because it's like 60 now.
Yeah, I tried. Wow, shit, 60.
Sometimes.
I use pirateship.com.
I mean, it might even be 30, 35 now. It's been a while since I shipped to Australia. So, but the good thing is hockey's our distributor in Australia, so we can, like, if we get 15 backers from Australia, we could just put them all in one box, pack it really well, watertight, and ship it to hockey, and it'll cost a lot of money, but it'll probably average out to be what the shipping would be for everyone. You know what I mean? For all the people in Australia. So that includes hockey sending it to those people once he gets it. So
right.
It's going to be cheaper to do it that way, but once hockey sends it to everybody, it'll balance that out, and it's just easier too that way. That it all gets out through that system. Nothing will get lost really. So hockey's our dude in Australia, and he gets nothing for it.
Well, that's part of it too. Like if you can get enough people in one place, then if we can send them in bulk, that'll change the shipping rates. So
one thing Ink and I would love to do is get more attention from the European audience. So we're trying to think.
European, I'm a peon. We're all a peon.
If you're was it D-Wag who said it? If you're a peon, I'm a poopin'.
Hockey says it's bad timing too. The dollar is rubbish at the moment. If only there was an option that didn't have shipping.
Yeah, well, I mean there is. You just don't back it. That's an option. I don't want you to do that though. I want you to back it. So just back it. Don't even hockey. You don't have to feed your kids. You know that, right? They don't need food. They're little. They can sustain themselves for a little while.
It's more for me.
Yeah. Think about us, hockey. Why don't you ever think about us?
You can always get multiple retail tiers, to cover, one book for every one of the kids.
Dude, get your kids to chip in for the retailer's perk.
There you go.
I know a couple of them have jobs. Some of them
solved.
Some of them probably illegally. Problem solved.
There you go. I have one mowing the grass. I guess they can eat the clippings. Yeah. You know, you can't knock vegetarianism, right?
Yeah.
So
High in chloroform.
I've been a vegetarian for years.
there you go.
I can't take him anywhere. I can't take him anywhere. I just can't.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
All ages. Frog G is all ages, everybody. The
All
creators
ages.
are not. Frog G is all ages. All
What
ages
did I
fairy tale epic.
say? What did I do? Nothing.
Look, I caught it. Other people caught it, okay?
Only
Yeah,
because
this
you're
was
drawing
innocent.
attention to it. Good job, Jason.
They don't know. If they don't know, they don't know, but I know. All
Keep
ages.
the
Alright.
clippings.
All ages.
All ages, not just some ages. All
All of
ages.
them.
Hockey says, I dig, but I do want this campaign to do well. Jason is my friend and is awesome. Ink is a person, I think. That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Aw.
I've told you this plenty of times. You're too kind to InkSpots. You're way too kind to him. Yeah, so everybody, go back Frog G.
Definitely.
Please, we appreciate it. Every backer helps us to get closer to our goal, so we can just keep doing this, keep rolling them out.
Keep
We got a
it fun.
3-part story arc for the first one, and
That's right.
sky's the limit for the future if we can keep making
Keep
it
the
profitable.
momentum.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, and of course, obviously, if you can't share it, you can't share it. But with the fact that both of you contributed, chunks of your personal savings into the project, and you started with the $5,000 fixed goal. I presume that was a very bare minimum to make the project happen. And
I would say that covered
Oh,
probably the production cost. So
That was Ink being a warrior again, being like, "Oh, we're not gonna do well. We better do it to be safe." And I'm like, "Dude, it's gonna do great. Don't do it." And he did it.
ugh.
yeah, he wanted me to go 500 so we could get more on the trending, and I was like, "Nah, dude, I want to make sure if we fund, we're covered. I just don't know." And then it blew it out of the water. So should have listened to him, but it didn't.
You know what I hear a lot? I should have listened to him, but I didn't. I hear it a lot. A lot of people say I should have listened to Jason, but I didn't do it. I don't know what I was thinking. They keep doing it. They keep doing it.
Whatever.
Keep doing it.
By now you'd think people would have learned their lesson. And
They
would have
don't.
learn that
You
very
never pat
definition-
Jason on his head, or he'll slap his junk out. Never pat Jason on the head.
That's right.
Oh
That's
dear. Excuse me. All ages. All ages.
All ages. All ages. Creators or not.
So I mean, are you able to say if you're anywhere close to breaking even yet? I know.
Oh,
you're-
we've made. I think we've made some money at this point. Not a
Yeah,
not a huge amount, but a little bit.
See, here's the thing. I really don't count it. Like, I don't know. Like,
I
if
do.
any.
I do.
Well, because the way I see it, like, that money, I would have spent it on, like, comic books. Or I would have spent it on, like, a steak. You know what I mean? Like, it's still. It's income that would have gone to something else. I just funneled it into this. So it benefits me a little bit more than buying this other stuff, which is temporary entertainment, where this can entertain plenty of people, you know, temporarily or for a long time. So I mean,
Right.
it's fine.
Right.
I like I said, it would that money would have been gone either which way I slid it. So at least might as well put it here.
So the way I see it is, if you're gonna do a campaign, you probably need to hit at least 10,000. 10,000's covering expenses, printing, and shipping.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much.
If you're doing a solo campaign, you don't like have anybody else.
Yeah,
If you
you're
do
gonna make
10K,
a little
you'll
bit.
walk away with a little bit of money. you will. If you don't invest, like if you're just drawing it yourself, you're writing, lettering, doing everything yourself, you don't have to pay any other artists. You just have to do fulfillment costs and all that other stuff. So, 10K, yeah, you're gonna after stretch goals and all that stuff, you'll make a little bit. Not you won't get rich, but you might make a couple grand. So yeah, it's not bad. But like I said, we hired all these artists ahead of time, so none of that money right there is going to go to the artist because we already paid for them. So that's all going to go for what it's going to needs to go for, which is ordering the books, ordering the stretch goals. The if there's mini prints, whatever it may be, that's what this money's for. And then Frog G gets his 10% after that. Then we get our 45%. So
we got a lot of lofty stretch goals that we hope to hit. We want to get everybody some wrenches. We're thinking about either regular bandanas or maybe pet bandanas. We thought that would be kind of a cool thing. But, to do that, we got to get higher. So hopefully we're going to hit those and we'll get everybody some really cool stuff. Looks like we'll get up there according to, just what we're looking at when we compare the numbers. And we've been doing pretty darn good as far as getting backers every single day. I think we only had one day where we didn't get any backers. So
it'll happen more and more, though. Yeah. It'll happen more and more.
Don't jinx it, Jason. Don't jinx
it. But it will, dude. Once again, I should have listened to Jason. Jason's always right.
Yeah, but you never did Frog G before. You never did.
No, but other people have done campaigns plenty of times, and it's a desert land in the middle. We'll
be fine. It's gonna.
We'll be fine.
It's gonna keep rolling.
We'll be fine. It's just gonna do the same thing that all the other campaigns do. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't, man. I mean, there's that slim chance that it doesn't. It just keeps. We get backers every single day. Awesome. I want that to happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I feel it in my Schwartz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, but here's the thing. You want to help a fan. This is a fan who created this. Why don't you want to help a fan? You should back Frog G.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone who may have already backed it, definitely consider backing it again. Maybe there's another addition to the campaign that you missed, and you don't want to miss out.
That's right. Once, twice, 3 times the lady, right, Wise?
Exactly. That's where I was going. Like I said, you guys seem to be tapped right in my brain, man.
We're in your cerebellum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you may have.
We're in your cerebral cortex.
Yeah,
that's a big word.
You may very well have backed this campaign once, but back it twice. Back it 3 times the lady. Darn it. If you haven't yet backed it, please consider backing it. And if you can't afford to back it at this time, definitely share it all over your social medias, all over the place, as often as you can.
Spread it like herpes.
Yeah, right now our actual backer number is 160 backers. So
it's really good. It's really good.
Hashtag spread it like herpes.
That's right.
Get the word out.
Get the word out.
Spread the news.
Frog G, spread it like herpes.
That's right.
Oh, God.
That's what I say.
Exactly.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Warts and all.
Warts and all. That's a different campaign.
Yeah.
That's a totally different character.
Don't look that one up.
You can look that one up. You can back. You can look that up. You can't back it anymore because it's closed out.
It's over. That one's over.
It's over. But this is not related to that guy. This is a totally different guy.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Different frog.
Different frog that accidentally created. Not. Yeah. Separated from Cyber. He's not.
This is not the frog you're looking for.
Although in Comicsgate we do like frogs over here. We like frogs. We like frogs.
Yeah. True that.
Dude, I got my Cyber Frog box set of warts and all over there. I got the other one. I got Cyber. You can see. I don't know if you can see it on my dresser back there. I'm a fan, man. I back Cyber Frog.
And soon you're gonna have Frog G to add to your collection.
Heck
yeah. Definitely.
Have a whole shelf dedicated to frogs. frogs and frog books and frog
I
accessories.
really don't have a shelf though.
And wrenches and bandanas and stickers and window clings and cards and all kinds of fun stuff.
Can you share anything about the window cling yet, or is it still like hush?
No, I can pull it up.
He
Well,
can
I don't
show
know
it.
if do I have it? I don't know if I have it on my computer.
I mean, are we talking like
It's a window decal. It's like Absolute Book 2. It's like the
it's like
alien-
it's a decal. Okay, all right.
Same thing. Decal, cling, whatever.
For a second there, I thought it was going to be like a Garfield plushie, except a Frog G with.
Whoa, that would be crazy expensive, dude.
No, that would be too much.
I looked into not plushie, plushies, I guess, but they're not cheap. They would have to be like a separate tier, and you'd have to sell quite a lot of them in order for it to justify the cost after shipping and everything. So, I'm trying to find hockey because I was just gonna pull it up.
Hockey
Yeah, I
says,
was
that's
trying
me
to find
again.
it too. I was trying to find it.
Where are you, hockey? There
It's
you are.
way up in our where did we put it? I can't
No,
remember.
it's in the DMs with hockey. I got it.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna open link in a new tab. Open image in a new tab. All right. Go back over to you guys. There you are. I found you.
Yeah, it was really cute, like really cartoony, and it just fit perfectly for that.
It's like adorbs.
At all, totally.
It's totally
Like,
adorbs.
it's definitely 3 times a lady.
So
Not just a
Yeah,
dog.
look at it. So imagine that stuck to the back of your car window, looking at people behind you.
waving at you. That's why I wanted it. I'm like, dude, this is perfect for like anything because he's just waving at you. He's chilling.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun.
It's really good. Hockey did a great job, and he actually drew everybody. I was like, dude, we need that frog though, man.
Yeah, he did he did.
Yeah.
He's the only one that did all of our characters, so that's pretty cool.
Oh wow, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that will be the window decal.
Decal.
But not on the next stretch goal. It'll be on the one after that probably.
Yeah, and Death Metal Hero is gonna have a great trading card. It's gonna be pretty good.
So everybody, get it to that 12.5, and you get the Shelby Robertson. You get the who else is a trading card on 12.5?
Death Metal Hero.
Luke, and then you get the 6 a.m. sticker.
A 6 a.m. sticker. Yep.
Noise.
So,
It's gonna be good.
Gonna be good. Everybody back it.
Anything else?
Smack it. Smack it. Slap it.
So, is there anything else that we may not have covered that you wanted to go over?
I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Oh,
I think
all
we
right.
went pretty in depth here.
Oh, the comic. Oh, yeah. No, we
Well, sometimes you got to suffer for your art, and and look at it this way: I haven't eaten dinner either, so
And you're a real foodie.
yeah, we're in
You're a
the same
foodie
boat,
guy.
man. We're in the same boat.
hockey. Yeah, see, I haven't eaten. See what's happening? I'm calling you hockey now. I just get done working out. I come home. I jump in here. I don't eat. I don't get the new proteins back in to build the muscle, yo. Gotta build
Well, maybe you wouldn't have to worry about those things if you had a digital tier for.
What does that have to do with me eating?
yeah.
What are you talking about? It has nothing to do with me eating after I get. End the stream. Had it. No, we covered everything in the book, and also the stretch goals. So yeah, and then we got a backer, which is dope. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, very.
We bow to you. Appreciate it. And share the word, spread the word. Share it out on the Twitters and the social medias and Facebook and Gitter and Instagram, Twitch, and you can find InkSpots there.
Yeah, and Twitter at my
evil robot.
And you can find me on YouTube at the InkSpots, and it's easy to find because I'm the one that's not for black guys. So
You're not?
I'm the InkSpots that's not for black guys singing.
Are you
doo-wop.
sure?
Yeah, that's me.
I thought
You
you
can
just
listen
had
to
a,
them too. They sing some good songs.
I thought you just had a voice changer that made you sound like a
I wish.
13-year-old
I
white
wish I had
girl.
a nice, fresh, smooth black voice.
Oh yeah, girl.
Oh,
Yeah, baby. Yeah, you can find me on the Twitters there, and also I do have YouTube Unhinged. Topic list is on Luke's though this week. Tomorrow night at 9:15 p.m. Death Metal Hero, go sub to it. Topic lists. We've been doing it for 2 years, over 2 years. So every day we haven't missed a week. So go check it out.
Definitely
yeah.
check out topic lists. Good show,
Sure.
good show. You still do those occasional streams where you do a little challenge, a half an hour challenge.
Test your mic.
I haven't done Test Your Might in a while. I mean, it's just everybody complains how much they hate drawing. So
What?
I was like, I'm not. Yeah, not everybody, but there's enough people. And also, but the other thing, actually, one reason why I stopped is everybody's busy. Everybody's really busy. Like they really are. Like I would love to get. Like Irene, she's got her campaign, and I know if I asked her, she would do it, but then I'd feel bad. I'm taking time away from her campaign. Dean, I would love to have Dean on there, but he's got, he's working on the Embrace 2.
Right.
You got, there's so many people. Joe Sontag, he's got Reaper Destroy. Like everyone is Frega, who's knee deep in Black Flag. So I mean, everybody's busy, man. So I was like, I'm gonna cut it. If me, I like doing it. We'll see if I bring it back, or I might just do like YouTube video. I've been doing uploads of like time lapses. Those usually actually do take me 30 minutes, sometimes 40, but I time lapse them so they're faster. But I haven't done them in a while, and I may not do them for a long time. We'll see. Everybody says they like them, but they don't really get the views, so I don't understand. I mean, and that's not why I do them though. I do them to hang out and have fun. But but yeah. Short answer, I'm not doing them for the time being.
Hockey's all Dean.
Yeah, Dean's great. Dean's a great artist. Everybody go sign up for
The Embrace.
Embrace 2.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Embrace 1 did really well.
Yeah, I have it.
Got a lot of good reviews.
It's over there somewhere.
And you can find me on Twitch at WyzGyzEntertainment, all one word, on Twitter at WyzGyzTweets, and right y'all. And then on YouTube at WyzGyzEntertainment, 2 words. But WyzGyz is one word, WyzGyz. If you search any other way, it'll be hard to find me. Please like, comment, subscribe, mark the bell for notifications. Make sure you get notified whenever there's a new video or stream. I want to thank everyone who joined us in chat today. Thank you so much for your support and for supporting this beautiful project. Deserving of all the praise. Phenomenal project, phenomenal campaign. So well organized and all that good stuff. This deserves to soar into the stratosphere. Thanks to everyone who watches this on replay. And thanks most especially to my very special guests, InkSpots and Jason of Unhinged Entertainment.
Thank you for having us on.
Thanks for having us, man.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
No problem, man. You guys are always welcome anytime at all.
Thank you, sir.
And see y'all on the next stream or video.
I love you.
Doing this,
Later, everybody!
Oh, you son of a motherless goat. We just did our whole outro, and you're like, comment? No, we're going to stay here. That's fine. No, we'll stay and be embarrassed.
My little buddy.
It's the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube translation. How you doing? Welcome to the show.